And we're back here at the stage at the Heartland Cafe, where we bring you live from the Heartland Radio every Saturday morning from 9 to 10. In case you are traveling and you are not within our listening area on our at WLW 88.7, you can always go to WLUW.org. That would be www.wluw.org, and you can listen to us live. So we're going to move into the theater entertainment section of our show, and we are really proud to have two people from About Face Theater. That would be Bonnie Metzer, who is, I think, the director.
Artistic director,
and she has brought along with her a young fellow named Taylor Mack, and he is doing a one-man show called The Young Ladies of. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Thanks for having us.
Okay, so I got this big wide table here, so I'm going to turn this way, I'm going to turn that way. Let's start off with Bonnie and tell us a little bit about Face Theater. You know, there's a lot of theaters in Chicago. It's wonderful. Rogers Park is filled with them. I'm not sure where you guys are located. Fill us in. Tell us about Face Theater.
Sure, great. Well, About Face Theater is dedicated to engaging Chicago audiences in the national dialogue on sexuality and gender. And we are based at the Center on Halsted and Waveland down in Lakeview. It's a beautiful, beautiful facility that just opened last year, dedicated to the gay community and open. Many of you know it shares the space with Whole Foods, and it's a fantastic facility, and we're really fortunate to be there.
Well, I'd love to come over and check it out. I'm not a frequent shopper at Whole Paycheck, but I do think they've helped to spread the word, and I'm glad that you've got a space with them. How long has the theater been going?
The theater's been in existence for 12 years, and we've been really fortunate. We've partnered with a lot of the biggest arts institutions in the city, including Steppenwolf and the Museum of Contemporary Art and Looking Glass Theater. This is the first time in a while that we've had a home where our whole season is in one location, and we're excited to have our audiences come to the center for the whole year.
And you've brought in a young guy. He's probably not that young. He's a lot younger than me.
Oh, yeah.
And that would be Taylor Mack. And Taylor, where are you from?
I'm from California, but I live in New York and have for the last 14 years.
Where in California?
I was born in Laguna Beach, but I was raised in Stockton, California.
Ooh.
Yes, you know it. It's the land
Agriculture.
of tract housing. Yeah. It's not the most pleasant place to grow up.
And this play that you've put together is called?
It's called The Young Ladies of. And it's all basically it's about when my father was in Vietnam, he put an ad in an Australian newspaper asking women to write him because he was going to have his leave in Sydney, and thousands of women wrote him. Thousands upon thousands of women wrote him. So he died when I was a kid, but I never really knew him, but I found my mom sent me, unbeknownst to me, she had all these letters in the garage, and she sent me some of them, and then I asked for the rest of them. And I thought, wow, this is really interesting. This is so fascinating. I'm gonna find so much about my father that I didn't know about. And of course I didn't, because it was all small talk. But I decided
mostly from the people who wanted to meet your dad.
Yeah. And no letters that he wrote to them, only letters that they wrote to him. You know, so I decided what I do is create a play about this desire to know and be known, and to kind of why and use that almost actually as a metaphor for the polarization of America, because my father was a very tough Texan conservative guy, and I'm a drag queen, so I live in New York City, so it was kind of this juxtaposition between the West State and Blue State, and so trying to figure out where's the connection there, and how do we bridge the gap between these two, the polarization that we're dealing with.
I'm afraid of nationalism and patriotism and jingoism, but I'm afraid of all alone, all alone, all alone. But we've nothing to fear but fear itself, itself.
That's all.
Nice, very nice. Bonnie, how long is Taylor going to be here in town, and how long will the play, The Young Ladies of, be at the About Face Theater?
Well, Taylor is in town only through the end of October. He's then going on to Australia, where he's playing many of the big cities there.
Taylor, where are you voting this year?
I'm voting in New York.
You're going to vote before you go? Absentee?
Absentee,
okay,
definitely.
keep going. I want to make sure we get all these votes.
I'm so glad you're doing the hard work there. Yes, it runs through the center until the end of October. It's an incredibly important time for people to come together in rooms, and especially progressives who have a lot of work to do right now. So we are playing at the center 7:30 Wednesdays through Sundays, and it's an important show.
Let me ask either of you how important you think. I mean, there are a lot of issues, and the gender issue is a big one. It hasn't seemed to play as much a part in this election, although I saw both Biden and Sarah Palin kind of being both opposed to gay marriage. I actually have, I got to say, I have two gay kids. One is pregnant, and she's involved with the Teatro Luna, Coya Paz. And then I have a son, Jesse, and his partner, Gus, in New York, and my granddaughter, Olympia. So it's an issue that, as a macho football player with, I think, good politics, I have had to address and deal with in my life. And I'd like to hear from either of you how you think things have changed. What are the issues that are coming up? I know in California we certainly have had some wonderful news about gay marriage, and there's a referendum on the ballot. Some people are trying to knock it off. Just speak to the general issue about gender, gay, and where the United States is at and our opportunities at this time.